The word equality didn't exist. Might have been in the dictionary, but that's the only place it was. We were told, there are no jobs for women, don't bother to apply.
And what did you think of that?
Well, you know, probably that was, my daughter was born in 48, and probably from the time I left the plant until 48, probably were the worst years of my life. Because what's to do in a little 4-roomed house? Tried to keep the place clean, and my husband liked his dinner on time and so on, but it wasn't enough to, you know, I've always been keen to do things, and there just wasn't a visit with the neighbors, and all the neighbors were in the same boat, so you had tea in the morning and coffee in the afternoon, and pretty dull existence. I mean, you didn't have any cash to go and take courses or anything like that, and when baby came along, I had something to do, and things were better. When I was interviewed and asked what I would be doing, he said, I have no idea. It's a shell filling plant. And I said, I don't really want to make the trip to scrub toilets, and he said, it's a crapshoot. So I was pleased to get a uniform and not have to do housework, maintenance sort of thing. I worked in cordite, filling 40 millimeter casings with cordite. It reminded me of spaghetti in a way. It came in a wooden box to the table where we were weighing, and the box was about yay by yay, and they laid in there and they looked like long pieces of spaghetti, only a little fatter. Safety was the top priority. They had safety people all over the place, being very sure that there wasn't a speck of dust anywhere, that people were following all of the rules, because one spark of electricity would cause a big problem. So we weren't allowed to wear jewelry. Some persons wouldn't take their wedding rings off, so they had to bind them with, cover them with tape, so that they wouldn't create a spark. Our shoes were issue. They weren't really shoes, they were boxes. When I came down here, I wore a 7.5 shoe, and when I finished working at DIL, I wore a 9 shoe. So cordite had to be weighed. Everything was precise for how much went into the casing. So I'm weighing away there, and in came the gentleman with the cordite. And I don't know about love at first sight, but I looked at this guy and thought, wow. And eventually we were married, so.
So maybe you do believe in love at first sight.
Well, for me, you know, the what is it they call it? The chemistry is there. You know, he was such a good-looking fellow, and he had a wonderful smile and black curly hair, and he was tall. He was very appealing, actually. You know, in his white coveralls and his cap that he had to wear. You know, and we were married on the 29th of August 1944. When production slowed in 1945 on line 1, he was let go. He wasn't needed anymore. Maybe we were down to 2 shifts. I don't quite remember. And so he got a job with a painting company. And when I had some basic typing experience on line 3. So when it came time to lay off people, I guess office looked around and said, oh, this lady can type. So they asked me to stay on after the production was finished to type the pink slips, we called them. It was alphabetical, but there was no point in typing mine. I wasn't finished yet, so I put it on the bun. So I actually was the last paid production worker at DIL.